Okay, guys, let's get into it. Young, famous, and African. Guys, season three had me at the edge of my seat. Like, I was literally seated and, like, I was like, I just kept like jumping. I was like, what's happening? Season three was really good. Let's get into the beat.
We just got here, and now, I mean, it looks decent. It looks cool. It looks like a barbecue.
That look gorgeous.
It's giving goddess. It's giving a thief.
Okay, nobody come between you guys. No matter what, family, friends, gossip, nada.
Yeah. I want to talk about obviously about season three has to be the fashion. I feel like the fashion in season three was like top tier. Everyone came prepared, but we just had like a little bit of wardrobe malfunction. Annie's wig, I really don't know what was going on. I don't know if they didn't glue the back, and maybe the stylist just thought, they're not going to show the back of the hair, or maybe she rushed out, or maybe they glued it and it came up. I really don't know. But like, I would think that with a show like that, there will be like a stylist on set, like while they're shooting, and maybe when they see the video, they'll be like, "Okay, do you want to adjust the wig?" But I don't know. I don't know. For me, the most fashionable person in this season has to be Fantana. Fantana's looks were stunning. Everything she wore had me like, girl. Like even when she was simple, when she went to the bowling early, I loved what she was wearing. Was it when she was doing confessions, like it was really good. All of our looks were banging. So for that reason, I think the most stylish person for me on season three was Fantana. Let me know what you guys think, okay? Don't bite me. That's what I think. I loved what Zari wore as well a lot. I feel like most of Zari's look were really nice as well, but Fantana just did it for me, period. Okay. Obviously the season started with Zari's wedding, which I thought was really cute. Annie brought drama to the wedding. I don't want to talk about Annie just yet. Let's just do a recap of the season quickly. Then we'll talk about the cast. Obviously, they had the wedding, they had their normal like events, this person hosting this person, we're hosting. I don't know. Why do they keep using, the same script of we're hosting people, we're doing a dinner? Like, is that really what happens in real life? Because I know people get really busy. There's no one that is hosting dinner on a Thursday night. Like, I don't know why they keep doing that. Like, they're always celebrating something. Can they do something like, can they use another script? Like, we're really tired of that script of like, oh, I'm hosting the girls, everyone come together, I want to do something. Like, it would happen once in a while, but you can't tell me that's the life that celebrities live. They're busier than me, and I can't even do that. When do you have time to be hosting, planning like a dinner on a Thursday? It makes no sense. They need to do something else. Like I feel like that's what I'm sick of. Even Dubai Blink. I loved Dubai Blink, by the way. If you guys want me to react to Dubai Blink, I'll be more than happy to do it. Let's talk about the cast, okay? First off, in this season, Zari actually impressed me. I actually really liked Zari this season. I know you guys are gonna come for me because obviously season one and season two, Zari wasn't my favorite person. I like Zari in this season. Like all of the times that she stood out to me, I like the way she finished Annie on the table. Like when Annie was coming for like you're with somebody that is young enough to be your son. Girl, I loved the way Zari undid it. Zari literally crucified her, barbecued her, and like put her in the oven. And I loved the way Zari undo the fight with Kefiwe as well. Kefi.
I'll give you a heads up. You want to see shit? I'll show you shit. If it's not true, why are you creeping?
I was quite disappointed that that happened because Kefi is the one that was saying, "Oh, violence! Oh no! Oh, violence! No!" I really like Kefi, by the way. Like, I love her personality. I think she's gorgeous, but for some weird reason, I feel like she was looking for a fight with Zari, and I don't know why. I feel like she just came and was saying, "I need to fight with Zari. I want to do something with Zari. I want to like fight with Zari." And after time, she wasn't even bold enough to speak to Zari, especially in the bowling alley when Zari was like, "I heard you've been speaking about me." She was like,
Have said it to your face.
But
No, but then you left out with Swanky.
And just to actually give you a history,
Yeah, like she couldn't even speak. And then you go from that to like wanting to throw a drink. And I love the way Zari stood her ground. Zari literally didn't move. Like, I was like, okay, girl. Like, she didn't flinch. Like, she was like, do it. Like, she stood like, I could never, like, everyone was like running. Even Kefi was like, she was breathing like somebody that just had a marathon. And then Zari just sat and was like, no, Zari stood and she stood like a queen. So Zari really impressed me this season. I love the way she was really like trying to actually understand Annie and still standing up for herself. She really wanted to like understand where Annie was coming from. She was a big person in this season. So Zari, big ups you. I actually really liked Zari in this season. Next person I want to talk about is Jeremiah, Swanky Jerry. Swanky Jerry's fashion was his fashion giving anyway. He made me laugh a lot in this season.
Annie, I can't.
Watching him this season and the way he actually was reacting towards like all the situations with Annie actually gives you an idea of who Annie is. Like, the guy was literally actually tired. If you notice, like, he actually didn't even give a fuck. Like, he couldn't be bothered, like, until she was like just everywhere and just pissing him off. Like, I personally know that Annie would have done that because she talks trash. Her mouth is literally not good. And then she starts to act like a fucking victim. But we're not talking about Annie now. We're talking about Jeremiah. So, yeah, I love this fashion. The only time that Swanky pissed me off and I was like, what am I watching? Was the scene in episode 7 where it was going off at Louis because of Iniedo. Like, I was like, what is going on here?
Okay. I don't really understand why Swanky is really this mad.
Like, it's not your fight. I understand backing your friend when there is an argument, but I wouldn't even do that if my best friend was having an argument with somebody. I feel like that was very aggressive. It was so unnecessary. Like, except it was like a very serious life-threatening issue. Yeah, then you see me jump in. But like, to be edging and, you know, screaming someone down because of a disagreement that you weren't even there, you literally just heard conversations and you were like, nah, I didn't like that. It was really hard to watch. I was like, nah, this is disgusting. And Ini really disappointed me. But we're not talking about Ini. We're talking about Jeremiah. So I think Jeremiah this season was really cool. So you might want to watch it, except from just, you made me laugh a couple of times, but like, obviously, except from when he was going off at Louis at a bitch. I was like, ew. And that takes me to Louis. Louis. My sister actually really likes Louis. And I think we share the same opinion. Louis is very misunderstood. And obviously, you guys know how family is. And I feel like that is just eating him up. And it's just making him act out a bit. The issue with Ini, I feel like Ini really dragged it. I'm going to be honest. And this is a good example to show you how most Nigerians are. We go from 0 to 100 really quick. I heard the conversation at the table. And to be fair, Ini, you have your right to say, oh, I don't want to be here. But like, you don't have a right to like be screaming, oh, you must listen to me, you must this. The guy was trying to tell you, I understand where you're coming from. You don't have to pick, you don't have to do this. But if you don't want to be here, leave. And you have a problem with him saying leave, but you don't want to stay.
That is my decision to make. The only thing I ask you guys is just to be here and to support me. That's all.
Honey, I will never in my life sit down in a place where a woman is vetted to say she's woman enough to carry your
Nobody
child.
is vetting to be woman enough
But
to
that's
carry
what
the
you're
child.
doing, Lou.
I'm confused. So that's literally how I feel about like that. That scene was like, I was just like, what's going on here? Like, Ini, you're kind of like overdoing it. But I love the fact that they made up and she was like, oh. To be fair, the part where they made up, I actually felt like crying. I think the first time I watched it, I was very teary because it was so emotional. The way she held him and hugged him, she was just like, come. It was so nice. But like, that's to show you how Nigerians jump from 1 to 100. Now let's talk about Iniedo. Obviously, Iniedo came banging, looking really like banging body. You know, I don't know, but like, I feel like, I don't know what kind of filter or what do they call this thing now? When you have these injections, fillers. I don't know what kind of fillers Iniedo is putting in her face, but it's making her face look really weird. It's like cut high and it's really cut. It's like her face is like this. I don't know. Did anyone else notice? Her face looks really weird. Like it looked too like cut eye. Like it looks like somebody was pulling her head at the back. But yeah, she was great. When she stood up for Annie and she was like, I'm fast forwarding, she was so pissed off. But I think generally I liked her, obviously, except from when she spoke to Louis, the way she spoke to Louis, and just took things really like from 0 to 100. I feel like it was just unnecessary. Guys, Fantana this season, I don't know why she's allowing Diamond to do that to her. I'm gonna say this, and I'm saying this because I don't know if I should say this actually. No, let me not say this because I think it's just my perception of American girls. I don't know. It's just my perception. But let me not say it. But I feel like Fantana obviously knows what she and Diamond are doing. She knows that Diamond has a relationship. She knows that Diamond is disrespecting her behind her back and even in front of her. I really don't understand what Diamond is giving her because even the flowers he gave her in the season, they were horrible. The only flower that Diamond gave, in fact, the flower he gave Kefi was even better than the flower he gave Fantana. Like there was never a time where he did like a big gesture with like a Rolex or something. Let's even see why she's there. They've not done any song together. What is it that Diamond is doing for Fantana that we don't know? Because it's becoming so uncomfortable to watch. She's doing City Girl up. I know what I'm doing, but like it's really disgusting and it's just like very like I don't know. It's giving the barest of the barest minimum, and you're a babe. You're like a babe. That brings me to talk about Diamond, guys. I really don't know how Diamond. I don't know how he skipped first and second season without being this. The guy is hilarious. I watched him this season and I was like, nah, I can't. Like, he is so hilarious. The scene where Kefi brought Fantana to the date, he wanted to die.
Try to do here, that's the very childish and stupid thing I've ever saw in my life. Let me ask for that. So she asked me about who are we. I was like, okay, me and Fantana was smashing.
Like, if he could go into the floor and bury him and then do the concrete on top and then put the towels, he would have done it. He would have opted for it. Like, and shout out to you, Kefi. You big ups you, but obviously the girl you did it for is really not a girl's girl because she went back to him. Not like I was expecting anything different because even immediately after they left, she was like, I'm not mad at Diamond. I'm just gonna make him think I'm mad at him. After literally disrespecting you, telling a total stranger that you guys are just like bedding together. I don't know. That's what I'm telling you guys. I'm really confused. I don't know what Diamond is doing for Fantana that we don't know. It has to be like a big gesture. They don't have a music together. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Do they? I don't know. Do they have a music together? I don't think they have music together. Maybe he gives them money. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But like, it is really disgusting. I had to watch. Like, I felt the same way Nadia was feeling, but I feel like Nadia kind of like overdid it. Shout out to Nadia because it's not easy to lose someone you love. To be fair, our coming on the show for season 3, obviously money must be made and like reject work for so long. But you could tell this season that she wasn't herself. And I feel like this is why the things that Annie was doing was more triggering to her because she was like, all up, like, what the heck are you? Like, she was so pissed off at Annie. And I feel like it was just residual anger. And she said it. She's like, you're going to get anger that's not even meant for you. And I really like the way she gave Annie a piece of her mind. Because Annie is just, I don't know what is wrong with that lady. But I know that she definitely needs help. She needs prayers. And she needs some sort of like grooming. She's just like, I don't know. It's just a lot for me. Like, I can't. Like, she's the same way Swanky felt, this is the way I felt about Annie. But yeah, Nadia, you could tell that like she was really like this season, she wasn't really herself. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Annie Divya. I'm going to show you guys different instances where Annie just doesn't take responsibility for what she does. And obviously, you can't tell Annie anything. They are correct. Like, I feel like it's so hard.
Like when you got up, I was like, wait. I was the first person that it was a prank. When I said that speech, I meant that I wish her love. Of course, definitely. I know, I said I love love. I'm a sucker for love. And I think, what else did I say that was so unreal? Tell me what was unreal. No, everything you said was real. No, it was, no, what, that sounded unreal. No, me, I feel like you're more forgiving. You are more...
Obviously, like, I know Annie is, like, matured, but, like... And I know that, like, the older you get, the harder it is for you to change. But, like... At this point, it's too much. And I saw a tweet the other day, and they were just saying it's like, it's either like she's just like someone that lacks accountability. And if you lack accountability, how has she managed to raise responsible kids? Because her kids do seem responsible, they seem lovely. If you're not accountable, how has she been able to do that? Or a relationship with Innocent to Baba has basically like ruined her so much. Like, I'm talking about this and I swear guys, my body is like crawling, like I'm having ghost pimples all over. I don't know, I'm having ghost pimples. Like, it's just, Annie's behavior is just, I don't know. And she will create a problem and she will just be like,
This is a total ganging up. Naked. I'm sorry. Nobody had my back. I'm so sorry. I'm not saying maybe. We are not, none of us are perfect. I get you. What did I do to these people to hurt me that much?
What is going?
yeah, they're ganging up against me. They're ganging up against me. I feel like it's just really ridiculous. Like, for someone that is so matured to keep doing what Annie is doing is insane. It's insane. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's insane. Like, her behavior throughout the season was just like, it was just from like, it was just, I was just dip sighing. I was just tired. I was just like, what's going on? Like, it was just like different. From a few times he spoke, even when he sat down with Diamond, like, and he like even spoke to like people on the scene, even Iniedo, like you could tell like the guy was really mature. And this is what we say when we say like age is just a number. The guy is actually really mature. Like, when I saw the wedding as well, I was like, ooh, but like when I started hearing the guy speak, I was actually impressed. So I feel like the guy is really matured, to be honest. And what else in the season is worthy of note? I think this is everything. The only good thing that obviously we finished season 3 on is, guess what, guys? Kaylee and DJ Naked are finally gonna get married. Although I feel a bit like, I mean, I'm happy for them, but like I just hope that like he did it because he wanted to do it, because he almost feels like, you know, the pressure was too much. Everyone was talking about marriage left, right, and center. And I see both sides. Like, the guy is saying what he's saying, and then the girl is saying what she's saying. It's really up to them to determine what they want to do. But they finally got engaged, and that's how the episode ended, which is great. That's how the season ended. So maybe next season it's gonna start with a wedding, and can't wait to chat to you guys about it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to my chat talk, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. I'm actually going out now. I'm going to buy some body products, just restocking on some skincare. I've done most of my skincare shopping online, so now I'm just picking up bits now I'm just picking up bits from Superdrug. So yeah, bye guys.